Welcome to the New York International Auto Show here in New York. We're at the Honda stand with the North American Car of the Year from the Detroit Auto Show, the Honda Accord. My name is Robert Sinclair. I'm joined by John Paul and Ed Welsh. I'm based in New York. John Paul is in Boston.
Boston, Providence, Jim.
Boston, Providence, and Ed is in
Utica, New York.
Utica, New York. And we're here to offer you some behind-the-scenes look at the New York Auto Show. And we've got a few shots of interesting vehicles that we got to look at earlier today, and hope you enjoy them. I'm wondering what you gentlemen found of interest. I was over by the Chevrolet stand, and they had the new 50th anniversary Hot Wheels Camaro. And unfortunately, I remember having Hot Wheels 50 years ago when I was a kid, so it brings back memories. But what did you see that caught your attention today?
Actually, if you had the Hot Wheels Camaro from 1968, it'd be worth a lot of money today.
A lot of money, yeah.
That car would be worth, even though it's that big, it'd be worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a lot of great stuff here, and the whole place smells like new car smell.
Yes, which is toxic. You have to keep that in mind. It's all adhesives and paints and chemicals and whatnot.
But that's what you have here is the new car smell, because the whole place is full of new cars.
That's right.
Yeah, it's, you know, for people who are going to come to the show, it really is. It's one ticket you buy. It gets you into hundreds and hundreds of cars. It's a good way to go see what you want to think. You know, if you just love cars or you want to go buy a car, it's great for people to come here because there's no pressure to buy anything either. You can go from one car to another, see what you like. You know, are these seats comfortable? Are those seats comfortable? Do you like this kind of interior? And there's great stuff. You like the Hot Wheels Camaro. There was a few interesting things that kind of caught me by surprise. The new big two-door Land Rover. You know, two-door Land Rover. So, okay. You know, the Range Rover Land Rover, big vehicle, two doors, flip the seats up in the front to get into the back seat. Two-tone interior where the front seats are different color than the back, which really makes it driver-oriented, kind of blends the back seats back there. You don't really see them. That was sort of interesting. Over at the Jaguar display, they can't call it a station wagon, they have to call it a shooting brake. Shooting brake. But it's essentially a type of station wagon. I thought was pretty interesting. You know, whenever you go by the Porsche display, you just like it. Maserati has beautiful cars, well-designed cars. Reliability, well, maybe not the most reliable, but they're Italian. You know, yeah. So
you'll have your AAA membership.
But you do get a car. I don't think there's any nicer sounding car when it starts up than a Maserati. They're just great sounding cars. But then you don't have to go out and spend $100,000 either. You can look at like the car that's behind us, the Honda Accord or a Honda Civic. You know, there's a Honda Fit right on the other side of the camera here. It's one of the most practical little cars, especially if you live in the city. Ton of room inside of it. You can take those trips to the big box store and get a big box and actually put it inside of it and get hybrid-like gas mileage, 40 miles per gallon. Yeah, it's a great little car. It does a lot of good stuff. So,
I think also as far as miles per gallon is concerned, that's a big concern these days. We're going to have to be averaging 54 mpg by 2025. We're seeing a lot of different technologies to make that happen at the show. Among them we've got the Clarity right over here, which is a hybrid and also available in hydrogen as an alternative fuel.
Yeah, just when I thought gas prices were expensive, I saw a full serve station in Manhattan yesterday at almost $5 a gallon.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, you know, not that high when you get a little outside of the city, but still I think it was $4.92 a gallon. So maybe a hydrogen car is not a bad idea.
Welcome to New York. In fact, I was part of the Project Driveway program with GM. I drove a hydrogen-fueled Equinox for a week. I lived in close proximity to Kennedy Airport, and they had a fueling station there. And it was quite interesting. The hydrogen car is essentially a gussied-up electric car.
Yeah,
You're drawing in the air and you're mixing it with the hydrogen, and then it's run through a membrane that strips off the electrons. And we know from our high school science, the flow of electrons is electricity, and the only byproduct is water.
Right.
It's the only thing that comes out of the exhaust.
What comes out is cleaner than what went in.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah. That's true.
No, I remember years ago I was in a Honda Accord. It had a navigation system that I did sort of, you know, points of interest near me. And one of the titles was hydrogen filling stations. And this was really almost before Honda was really knee deep in hydrogen. And it was sort of interesting to see what was around me for hydrogen filling stations. Probably couldn't drive to one if I had a hydrogen car, but it was still interesting that Honda put that in their navigation profile it was probably 10 years ago now. So they were committed a long time ago, and I think really the Clarity on its own is a good-looking car. Hey, I think we have a special guest.
We do have a very special guest, Mr. Henio Arcangeli Jr., who is the Senior Vice President of the Automobile Division and General Manager of Honda Sales.
Take my seat?
You sure?
Yep, absolutely.
All right. How are you? Robert Sinclair.
Hey, Robert, my name's Henio.
Henio, nice to meet you.
Henio Ed Welsh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You did a nice job earlier today. I was watching.
I appreciate this. Thank you
And
so much.
what an exciting product line that you're rolling out this morning.
Yeah, no, we just introduced a 2019 Acura RDX. This is a whole new vehicle from the ground up with our new precision crafted performance philosophy for vehicles. This is going to be a vehicle that's going to be class leading in power, performance, comfort. It has 3D sound system. The seats are available with 16-way adjustability. It's going to be a home run with consumers.
Now you've got a very good model here of the Honda Accord, all new Honda Accord, which is the North American Car of the Year.
That's right.
And why do you think it won the award? It beat out some stiff competition. The Kia Stinger was number 2. I forget what was number 3, but you finished first. Why?
I think the North American Car of the Year award, to me, represents not resting on your past performance, because again, this is new from the ground up, and the engineers that designed, developed, and are producing, the factory workers are producing this product, it's absolutely class leading. And it's very well received. It comes with a 1.5 as well as a 2.0 turbo.
Is that the first use of turbo in street cars for Honda?
No, we've had turbos before.
Okay.
And also last week we just launched the new Accord Hybrid.
Okay.
So the exciting news there is that the Accord Hybrid is actually now available in a kind of a more of an entry-level trim. So the opening price point's around $4,500 less than the prior model. So
And that's great for the consumer, Henio, because let's face it, everyone wants to get to cleaner cars, more efficient cars, but as we know, there's a price tag for everything. And as you roll more models out with this technology, the price comes down for the consumer.
Absolutely. And I think the approach that Honda is trying to take with our hybrid technology, if you look at some of the cars that are on the market today, if you want a hybrid, you're compromising maybe on styling, key features, maybe you don't have performance, you don't have a full truck. If you look at Honda's hybrid products, whether it's the brand new Insight that we launched today, the Accord or the Clarity series, you're going to see highly styled products that are rich in technology, full trunks, and you don't have the compromise you have with some competitors. So we're very excited about our overall hybrid lineup.
And customers are also interested in safety, and you have your Honda Sensing suite of crash avoidance technologies that are available on even the base Accord now as standard equipment.
Absolutely. Honda Sensing is so important, and we're very excited to be able to put as much of that technology in as many vehicles as possible because it benefits the consumer and society.
And that's really what's important is as you roll new product out, obviously in the automotive business, the fanciest, most technological features always go in the high-end vehicles because someone's, you got to get them to market. And it's always gratifying when the average sedan that a person can buy has all that in it now as part of the stock package that comes with it at an affordable price for family. And again, that's an evolution of how things work in the car business, but it's very beneficial for everybody in society.
Absolutely. It is, Honda, we have such a strong brand with consumers, and Honda Sensing and our safety systems play a key role in that.
Do you have any more time for us? I think you have to go. You've got
I think I need to run, but I tell you what, I'm a big I'm a big fan of AAA, so you guys do great work. So
it's very kind of you to give us time today. Very kind of you. I know how busy you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for allowing us to be here in front of the North American Car of the Year.
Appreciate your hospitality.
No, we're honored to have you guys here, and enjoy your time in New York.
The New York Auto Show is the longest running auto show in the country.
Well, the car was invented, it came here first.
That's right.
And it's going to start open to the public on Friday?
On Friday at noon.
At noon, and it's going to run through the following Sunday.
Yeah. So come on down, check it out. Ed Welsh, John Paul, I'm Robert Sinclair. Thanks for joining us at the AAA Facebook Live event from the New York Auto Show.
Happy motoring.
Happy motoring. Safe motoring.